Hey, well, being able to come back to another video. Man, if I just want to come back with this video because the hypocrisy and the sheer just unadulterated disrespect is unbelievable. I don't know if you heard, but the U.S. government, and this is coming from Wall Street Journal, this is coming from Politico, it's coming from some reputable publications, not just from, conspiracy theorists. You know, Government is actually proposing to give, the illegal immigrants that were detained in 2018, where they said they were separated in 2018. I think it's like 2 million of them, proposing to give them $450,000 each. Now, I mean, to me, it's really crazy because remember, they were illegal immigrants, meaning they were criminals, meaning by breaking the law. I mean, you come over here and you're not a citizen, you breaking the law. So you guys are y'all thinking about giving illegal immigrants, criminals, $450,000? Is that what Biden means by build back better? Because now you have a group of people that are going to be submissive. Is that what it means by, making America great again when you're giving illegal immigrants $450,000 each? How does that work? And at the same time, tell us that you're going to put a tax on unrealized capital gains, which these are monies that you work hard for to invest, and they want to tax that. And you got to realize, family, this is basically what they call quantitative easing. And what is that? Anytime the Federal Reserve is just, printing all this money and putting it out into the economy, that's quantitative easing, meaning it's way more money out there, and the money that's out there is going to devalue your money that you have in your savings account, the money that you have in your IRA account, the money that you have in your 401k. It diminishes it because now inflation goes up, interest rates goes up. And so the same items that you bought at a price last year are going to be 2 or 3 times more this year. So the value of your money is declining. And at the same time, you want to give these people $450,000 each, but you can't forgive student loans to American citizens, to people that are struggling because that are trying to get a house, trying to get cars, trying to build their lives better, but they can't because they got this albatross around their neck called a student loan, and you allow these universities and colleges to basically predatorily take advantage of 18, 19, 20, and 21-year-olds. Because how can they, survive in college without financial aid? Because they can't work. And the ones that are working, I mean, you only have a small percentage of that going toward that student loan. So that's the interest on it. That's the late fees. So the time, I mean, you can't even, like my partner said, you can't even forgive half of all the Americans' student loans. How's that building back better when you basically, letting illegals get money and you won't do anything for the American citizens? And like I say, something as easy and simple as forgiving the loans. But you know what? You don't want to do that because these banks run everything. I mean, how much money is enough for y'all? This is ridiculous. But you know what that is? That's control. And when you control the masses, you can control production. You can control information. That's why certain information that's on social media that's given by truthers and cats like myself are scrutinized. And if something is said that they don't like, what happens? It's deleted on the grounds of misinformation, which is totally hypocritical because any information that I receive, I do the research on, so it's coming from y'all. But that's why I feel that they want to build back better and bring people over here that's not as conscious. Because remember, we're in the age of Aquarius, and it's washing it out of all this deception. See, the Most High is providing consciousness out there, and a lot of people are getting conscious, and they don't want that. And so what they're basically doing is suppressing the conscious Americans, the conscious citizens over here, and bringing in those that can be more controlled. Because there's a lot of dissension out there toward the system. I mean, if you seen Joe Biden on that town hall meeting, come on, man, are you serious? You know, let's go, Brandon. Are you serious? I mean, I just think that's something crazy, fam. So if you didn't see that, do your research. Just type it in. You'll see just the fact that they would put that out there and say that they would be giving that much money, you know, $450,000 to illegal immigrants and not do anything but raise taxes, fire nurses, firefighters, police officers, healthcare workers, you know, and those that do not want to take the vaccine because it's mandated, they fire from their job, they're losing their job, they're losing their livelihood. But in the same time, you have illegal immigrants coming over that's not mandated to take the vaccine, that hasn't taken it, and about to get $450,000. Come on now. Is it me? Pay yourself first, family, because the deception is real. I mean, don't get it twisted. When you go to the stores, you see the prices. You go to the gas stations, you see the price of gas. It's not an accident, and it's only going to get worse. Quantitative easing, the more money Federal Reserve pump out, the less value your money have in your accounts. So I definitely would think twice about putting all your money in the bank, because remember, they already said they're finna start watching withdrawals of over $600. Think about that. See, these taxes don't hurt the billionaires and multimillionaires, because they can just move their money overseas somewhere, to the Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Switzerland. They can move their money, put them in shell companies, pay themselves instead of paying the government. I mean, just think about that. I mean, you're a billionaire owning a multi-billion dollar company, but you're only paying yourself $1 in income. So you don't have to pay taxes, because anything you buy, whether it's your houses, your cars, your boats, whatever, your assets, guess what? The company buys it. It's an expense. It's written off. We can't do that, family. Pay yourself first, family. Well, family, like I said, in the meantime, between time, may the Most High say you bring you joy. And being well is out of 5,000.